Welcome back, I'm MJ Haggis, and in this episode of my Let's Play, we're going to try and do the floating detectors task. So we've got 3 lots of drilling spare parts to pick up and 3 to drop off up towards the northwest corner. On the map, I'll show you where. So I'm back in the Dairy Special. I have put the bigger gearbox in, so on that, thanks to Barry for the suggestion of the 10-speed gearbox. So we're going to try that out. So he's back in, been reconfigured and ready to go. And we have got to go over here to this area here. They look quite nice and close together, but as you zoom in on the map, you still look close in until you spin it around, and that's a big waterfall there. So that's not quite so easy. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go for this one at this one here first, and then we're going to try and get down to those 2. But I don't know until we get there. That's the fun of it. Now, quickly going back to the end of the last episode, we were looking at the gold situation. And we all like gold, but I couldn't find any gold because there was no place to pick it up. So I had a quick look about after the end of the recording, and I switched out the contract, the active contract, and now you can see it's appeared. My gold has appeared. So there's 5 in that corner. And there's 3 over here, which is a bit of a pain with those sort of numbers, 5 and 3, but however, they're there. I know where to pick them up now. Don't know what caused it, don't know really what fixed it, but they're there and we can move on. So that's a good thing. But we'll come back to the gold later. We're going to get rid of these floating detectors, or at least get them returned. And this is location up in the burned forest area. That's where they're going. So, now that you're up to speed with that, what else have I done? Anything else? I did. I kind of moved the international pay star a wee bit, but nothing major going on with that. Yeah, I've moved the international HX 520. It was parked over here somewhere as well, and I've moved it to the service hub. I might have mentioned that before. Can't quite remember because my memory is shocking. But we're going to carry on with the dairy at the moment, and we are good to go. So let's wake him up and get on the move. It should be quite early in the morning. I never looked at the clock there in the map, but we'll be fine. So this is a mod trailer. This is a 5-slot trailer, not the 6 that we've used in the past. But 5's more than enough for this job, I think. And now we're going to see what this 10-speed gearbox is like. Yeah, we're up to 6th already. And that's 7th. That's not bad speed. Up to 8th. Okay, that's not too bad. And we're not at top speed yet. I don't want it to be too fast, but it gets a bit uncontrollable. That's pretty decent. So once again, thank you, Barry. Good suggestion. And again, going back to the last episode, I had a question from Michael in the comments below the last episode. He'd asked about the can loaf being on the roof and why. And I did reply. So Michael, I hope you've seen that. But for those that haven't read the comments, the reason I put the loaf on, it was a video that I had seen by It's Mr. Lone Wolf. And he had done that, and that was his, almost like his trademark thing that he does. And it's quite clever because you can get the loaf to actually pack onto the roof of certain vehicles. And in doing so, 1, it keeps the trailer free, and 2, the loaf carries so much in the way of spare parts, fuel. It's just an all-round nice thing to have as a bonus. I call it a little backpack because that's what it's like, carrying your little spares around. Also, if you crash and end up on your side, the little loaf will probably detach itself, but because they're really good, and if you've got the autonomous winch on it, which you probably should, he can correct himself and then try and pull the stricken vehicle that you're driving back onto its wheels. So it's like you're carrying your own rescue vehicle as well. So he's got multiple uses. It just, without any arguments, it does look a bit peculiar and very unrealistic. I mean, I was using the loaf on the trailer with the Puma, the Ank Mark 38 Puma mod, and it didn't look quite so peculiar on that trailer, but certainly when it was on the roof of the dairy before, yeah, that's a little bit strange. But sometimes you've just got to have a bit of fun with these games. As much as I like simulation and realism, you've got to have a bit of fun. I mean, you don't want to make it overly hard for you. Sometimes Snowrunner's contracts, especially like the farming one in the past, that was just a chore using those tractors in those little fields. And also with this, with the dairy, with having such a small tank of water, running backwards and forwards with the water would just be boring quite quickly. So again, using mods sensibly, absolutely fine by my standards anyway, fine by with me. But everybody plays this game the way they want to, which is how it should be. A bit careful here. Zooming along without really looking at the terrain. But I should probably put his suspension back up if it isn't already. That gives a little bit more ground clearance. And there's our 3 icons for the drilling spare parts. Go on, Derry, fight your way over that rocky section. Yeah, look at that waterfall. Yeah, that's quite a drop down to those 2 down there. I wasn't too sure if the crane would maybe reach from the top, but it's not looking likely. Okay, how do we get to that one? Hey, I think we'll maybe just kind of go straight towards it. Definitely more cautious of going through water now. If you've seen my last one, you'll know why. That should do fine there. Handbrake on. In fact, no, that's still a fair distance here. Let's get a bit closer. I'll do nicely there. Absolutely no chance of reaching those 2 down the bottom. So reel him in. I'll probably try and put him as far back as possible. That me at full, yeah, full extension. Try and drop these in there if I can. Come on. Not going to drop in, you're going to be awkward. Yeah, okay, you can just stay there then. Delicately handled like a true professional. Right, let's put the crane away. And let's hopefully they pack up. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, how do we get to them? It does look like there was a way across there. That looks quite flat. I didn't see an obvious way down, and I don't... That's quite steep. However, that looks much more passable. I've just got to get up over these rocks somehow. Maybe we'll veer off to the left a wee bit and we'll try and climb where the trees are. We've got winch points, so in here. Oh, might not even need a tree. Go on, Terry. Get up there. Oh, he's doing it. Good job. Okay, don't take the tree with you though. Right, now we've just got to try and get through here to the bottom. Where are they? Okay, that's good. That's shallow there. We can get across. I saw my mouse zooming across the screen there. It wasn't very obvious. Come on, keep going, keep going. It's kind of hard to see the camber of the ground here. Ooh, how do we get down there now? That's the bit I'm talking about being shallow, so we can get across to grab those ones on the other side. I thought it looked a lot more easy to get down to the ground. Let's cut down this side. Whoa, 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 whoa. Handbrake is on, but I'm still moving. How big a drop is that? Sorry, I'm flinging the camera around because I just want to get every... I think we'll be fine. We'll go straight down and head straight in. So just handbrake off, lowest ratio gear. I'll go down like that. Oh, no damage. Nice. That's how you do that. How are we going to get back out of here? I don't know though. Right, let's get these ones. In you come. See if we can get them nicely in by their Patriots. Nope, you're not going to go in nicely, are you? Fine, I don't care. That's how you do that. Next, straight across. Go on, Daddy. That's a good job. Ooh, where are they off to? Daddy's a good tool for this kind of task. Oh, I think my camera's in the rock face. It was, sorry. Round you go, get off the cab. There you go. You gonna go in for me this time? Guaranteed not to. Of course. Oh, they are in. Hey! I can be a professional occasionally. Right, crane away. Unpack and repack. Ratchet straps are on. Right, how do we get out of here? Ah, that looks possible over that way. Just need to turn around. Let's have a look at the map. Out this way. If I set a waypoint kind of on the mud part there, and it looks like there's a wee track through the trees here, and I'm really hoping that we can get through there and then onto that road, because once we're on that road we've just got a nice wee drive north after that. Let's set a couple more waypoints just in case it is working. And how will we do this? Through to that one. We'll go to that one next, and then we'll see this trailer, and then we'll finish up at that one. Okay, let's do that. What we're going to do here, let's jackknife the trailer and reverse out. Okay, that's bad enough there. Round we go. lovely waterfall. Nice wee area. Your picnic benches and stuff about there. Tell ya. Oh, there's tracks here. Oh, well, that kind of answers that question. This must be a route. Just got to get onto it. Come on. Up you go. Keep on. There we go. Good job. Can we get into high ratio a wee bit quicker? Nope. I'm going to stall out. We can now. Whoa, and we're off. Okay, this new gearbox in high ratio certainly is much faster. I'll keep my wits about me here. That's got to be at least twice as fast. Blimey. Hey, that way. Okay, that was a wee bit of careful throttle control in high ratio, because that's almost, for me, too fast. Fine at the moment. It's when you're doing that zigzaggy through rocks and trees and stuff. We're going to have this done in no time. That's gone surprisingly well. Round the hairpin. This is such a good truck with that rear wheel steering. The vanilla one without it, just you almost feel like that's one of the things it should have had with come with standard, the rear wheel steering, because I don't see why it shouldn't have done, unless it's based on a real truck, which I'm not sure about. Because if it is, then fair enough, no rear wheel steering, but it's so much better with it. Right, can we go over those trees without getting damage? Yes, you can. Awesome job. Bye bye. Next one. Where are we going? Down there. Wow, the Derry's proven quite resilient to damage there. This is probably when I absolutely trash it. Go down the tree. There's that trailer. The log trailer. Now that... Oh, I was hoping it was telling me if that... That's a medium log trailer. Has to be. Nice. And we'll be using that, hopefully, then for those burned logs. I could have probably tested that by attaching the Derry to the trailer and pulling it into this pickup zone. But you know what, I'm going to leave it as a surprise for me when I get around to doing it. Ease through there. Next, drilling spare parts. A strange place to want to be drilling, but hey ho. Who am I to argue with that? And the next one back there, let's reverse out here. Keep going round, trailer, keep going round. That'll do. Wasn't very nice and bad reversing, but never mind, it worked. It worked, so that's all that matters. Just kind of going to go straight line for that one. It's the burnt tree stumps I'm watching out for now, because there's a few here. And around. Squeezing those into this side. Go on, in you go. There we go. And brake on, and let's get rid of them. Last one done. Sweet. Floating detectors is complete. The detectors are installed, and now we will be better prepared for such accidents. Thanks. Okay. Nice. I don't know what you mean by that, but 8,100 cash for that, 660 XP. Not too bad. Let's just reverse out of here. Park it up on the side. He is good to go for the next job, whatever that might be. Hey, let's actually have a quick look where we are on the map. Okay, so potentially we're not far away from the burn log station. I might, after the end of this recording, I'll take the Derry up to the trailer and we'll test it in the next episode. Maybe. I'm just thinking, what else could we do? Because we've got a little bit of time, so I'm wondering if we could just do that now instead of waiting to the next episode. We're not doing the deliver to the port just yet. That must be the last of the tasks. It is, because we're not doing the water booms. Okay, let's do that. Let's go and see what this logged trailer is all about. So we need to go back over there. Tree stump. Let's just cut the corner. Now it looks like that burned log store or the zone doesn't mean you have to pick them off the ground. Oh, I knew those burned trees were going to get me. So we don't necessarily need a log grab crane, which is nice. We take a right in this little bit, do we? No, I'm going to have to put a waypoint down. We go up to that point. There. I wasn't sure if the burned logs were going to be something you picked up off the ground, but that would appear to be not the case. Let's go straight through, I think, once we fight our way over these rocks. Please don't take any more damage. I'm going slowly. Nice. Okay, let's leave this trailer here. Hope we can get back out underneath that again. Do you know what, let's go around the back of that, at least then we're facing to come out. We'll just use a winch. Pull it round initially until we can get attached to it. so. Pick that up. Right, cargo management, what have we got? Ah, one lot. Interesting. Might as well load it up. For the contract, which is, if I get rid of that now. A timber for the locals? Nope, not that one. And it ain't that one. Oh, I thought that was all the logging ones. A fire department must be. Forest cleaner, there we go. So we've got 4 lots and they're going through to the burned forest at the sawmill warehouse. Okay. There's a nice wee kind of a route, maybe that way. Okay, homework is done. We've got logs loaded. We just need to find out exactly how we're going to get them across to the sawmill. And that's definitely cleared the question of, is it a medium log trailer? Why they would have put a small log trailer there is anybody's guess. But we're good. So guys, I'm going to end the episode here. The engine is off. I think I will use a different truck for taking them through. And I'm thinking, if you recall, we had the Paystar. Let's quickly jump to it and I'll show you. That is a medium log add-on because it was attached to that trailer, and that's 3 short logs. So we could take this over and that would be 2 runs. 4 logs, 2 runs. Job's good, back in the Paystar. So maybe that's what we'll do in the next episode, guys. I hope you'll join me for that. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see me again soon. Bye for now.